Hello guys, it's Pi here. I was kind of thinking, because it's popular for people to have chunky sketchbooks. So my thought is, chunky sketchbooks, it's so big. People will fill sketchbooks so chunky to the point where it's literally falling apart. It's not that I have an issue, you can always have a chunky sketchbook. But I just feel like it's really weird how, literally nobody has an issue. Wait, not has an issue. Let me restart that. It's weird how nobody, not one single video I've seen so far, has anybody being like, oh, chunky sketchbooks, you're filling it too much. What I mean is I haven't seen any rant videos about people talking about how chunky sketchbooks are just a really popular overused trend. Or not overused, just, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a trend. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to pick an issue with chunky sketchbooks, it's become a trend. I think that's my issue. It's become a trend that people just want to follow. I feel like chunky sketchbooks should not be this oh so cool thing. I don't know how to explain it. Chunky sketchbooks gets turned into this materialistic thing. You're super cool if your sketchbook is so chunky it's falling apart. That's what everyone wants. I feel like chunky sketchbooks should be, it's a natural thing. Yeah, it's cool if your sketchbook is chunky, but chunky sketchbooks, I feel like, is more popular among beginner artists. Not saying anyone who's more advanced at art or everyone who's a beginner artist just wants a chunky sketchbook. I'm just saying the most chunky sketchbooks I've seen so far have been from beginner artists. And I feel like chunky sketchbooks make anyone who has one, makes the people just obsessed over trying to make their sketchbook pages pretty, trying to make it thick, and not focusing on their actual drawing. And it's just I feel like art has always recently been a competition, oh my art is better than yours, oh my art is better than yours, or oh my art is so bad, you're just drawing because you want to, right? This is what I like to draw, so why is it such a competition that your art is so bad? It's okay, art is subjective. If you think it's bad, then it's bad. If you think it's good, then it's good. Does that make sense? I feel like you should focus on your drawing, and instead of trying to make everything look picture perfect, ready for social media, you should just draw it. Also, it's not that I don't like it when people ask questions about chunky sketchbooks. You can do whatever you want. I can't do anything about it. But it's people will ask, oh, how do you get your sketchbook so chunky? How do you make it so chunky? That's always what I've thought. Chunky sketchbooks, I feel like, should not just be oh, I need to make my sketchbook do this so it's chunky. The sketchbook is made to draw in. You're not supposed to be I don't freaking know. You can decorate your sketchbook page if you want, but I feel like decorating it and trying to make it pretty, every single page, picture perfect, is not the main focus of a sketchbook. And sometimes I feel really weird about it when people type those expensive sketchbooks. People will use those sketchbooks and try to make them super chunky. And it's not that you can't do that. You can do it. I don't care. I can't do anything about it. My first sketchbook that I actually finished was a chunky sketchbook. And it ended up chunky because, one, it was literally an old science notebook. And that thin paper, I could not use it on my drawings. So I glued stuff into the sketchbook. And people will use expensive sketchbooks that are made for watercolor and a whole bunch of stuff. They will glue paper on top of that expensive sketchbook paper and just, I don't know how to say this without sounding so rude and so ignorant, but I feel like chunky sketchbooks should always be from a thin journal. This is just my own personal opinion, but I always feel like chunky sketchbooks should be from these thin journals. Even thin paper sketchbooks that's obviously not made from genuine professional art, a random sketchbook that you get for Christmas from Ross or something, really super cheap, you should probably use that as your chunky sketchbook because it gives you a reason to be chunky. That's why my first sketchbook was so chunky, because I had a reason. I didn't want to use thin paper with alcohol markers and a whole bunch of other stuff. I glued paper onto that, and that's how it became so freaking chunky. It didn't even make interactive stuff. It just became chunky because I was gluing paper to it. Again, I don't have any issues with chunky sketchbooks or anything like that. I'm just saying, chunky sketchbooks, I feel like chunky sketchbooks, not always, have been turned into a trend that everybody follows and just sticks with it because I guess it's coolest, amazing, if your sketchbook is freaking big as frick and you're still drawing on it, you're still not done. I don't know what people think of chunky sketchbooks nowadays. But I'm just saying, chunky sketchbooks should not be a materialistic thing. Chunky sketchbooks should be a not mediocre thing. People should kind of chill out on chunky sketchbooks and just draw in your freaking sketchbook. You can still glue Tic Tac containers or whatever else you're gluing in your sketchbook that makes it humongous. A few days ago, on one of my OC pages, I sewed a little jewelry thing on the page. And I'm not trying to say I'm contradicting myself. I'm not trying to contradict myself because I don't even want to say I'm contradicting myself. It's that people will try to make every single page in their sketchbook really freaking chunky. And for me, in my opinion, I just freaking draw because honestly, I'm tired of my current sketchbook right now. I know I'm going off topic, but hold on. My current sketchbook right now, I don't want to say I'm tired of it already. I just want to hurry up and start a new sketchbook. It's not even a freaking sketchbook. It's literally an old encyclopedia. And my brain was like, I can use this as a freaking sketchbook because I've seen someone on Pinterest use, I think it was an old Twilight novel, I can't remember, but this person used a book as their diary, and I was like, oh, that's freaking cool, I could do that to one of my books that I freaking hate reading, or something, I don't know. You're reusing stuff. A bunch of books probably get thrown away, and contributes to a bunch of the pollution that we have, but I just think it's freaking cool. It's huge as frick, but you know what? I don't freaking care. I'm probably gonna get tired of it on the 50th page, but you know what? I don't give a darn. But I think I'm done for now about my thoughts on this topic. Yeah, chunky sketchbooks should be not a thing everybody should be so focused and fixated on. Just draw in your sketchbook. If you want to glue paper to it, that's completely fine. If you want to glue gum containers to it, that's fine. If you glue, I don't freaking know. If you glue a whole entire person in your sketchbook, great job for figuring that out. How are you drawing it now? But I think that's it. In conclusion, you can just like literally ignore whatever I say in this video. But in conclusion, just like draw in your sketchbook. Do whatever you like in your sketchbook. I'm not saying you can't make your sketchbook chunky. Just have fun with it. It's your sketchbook. Do whatever the heck you want with it. I'm just talking about my thoughts on this chunky sketchbooks because it worries me how people can just draw on their page and it's falling out of a sketchbook. But it's cool though. It's cool. Like, how did you figure this out, dude? Congratulations. Enjoy whatever video I clip this to. Also, Happy New Year's. It's freaking 2026. Well, I'm recording this on New Year's Eve, but I'm probably gonna post this after New Year's. So Happy New Year's, late or whatever. Enjoy 2026 and stuff. Yeah. Toodaloo. Cheerio. Hip hip. Also, because it's literally New Year's Eve, Stranger Things movie. Oh my god, I was gonna go see it, but I got a headache today. I skipped practice because I had a headache. I'm probably not going to see a movie, but it's okay, because you know what? Freaking Stranger Things. You know, this is so off topic. So off topic. But I never realized why Stranger Things was so freaking good. Like, now I'm realizing why people liked this show, because it's actually pretty interesting. Like, what the... Spoiler alert right now, I'm spoiling something. If you haven't seen none of it and you're planning to go see it, do not listen to this. But season 3, or whatever season, where we figure out Vecna was the first freaking experiment, oh my god. That plot twist? No way. Like, who would have thought? Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? It was so freak smart. Like, when Victor was talking about his family, and he said his little boy was sensitive, that just makes you disregard him, but like, you're focused on everything else. You're not even noticing that the little boy is causing all of this. This is why stuff is going down in that freaking house. Because it was Henry, Ron, Vecna, all of the above. And I love the fact that Mind Flayer kind of resembles a spider. Do you see it in my sketch stuff? It's so cool. I love it. Anyways, I'll see you guys in another video. If you are going to watch another video of mine, enjoy 2026.